In a small village, there lived a loving father named Samuel and his only son, Daniel. After Daniel's mother passed away, Samuel devoted his entire life to his son. He cooked for him. He cared for him. He protected him from every difficulty. Whenever Daniel fell, Samuel immediately lifted him. Whenever Daniel made a mistake, Samuel fixed it. Whenever a task looked difficult, Samuel would say, "Leave it, my son. I will do it." Samuel loved Daniel more than anything in the world. But without realizing it, he was also teaching his son something dangerous. Daniel was learning to depend on his father for everything. One day, when Daniel turned 18, he decided to leave the village and work in the city. "I want to build my own life," he told his father. Samuel became worried. "You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to manage money. You have never faced real hardship." But Daniel smiled. "Father, I am not a child anymore." So Daniel left for the city. At first, everything seemed exciting. But soon, reality began to test him. He spent his money carelessly. He struggled to find work. He didn't know how to cook. And whenever something went wrong, he called his father. "Father, I need money. Father, I don't know what to do." And every time, Samuel helped him. He sent money. He gave advice. He solved every problem. Daniel soon learned that whenever life became difficult, he only needed to call his father. Then one day, Daniel lost his job. He immediately called Samuel. "Father, I need help." But this time, something was different. Samuel had become seriously ill. He could no longer work. He could no longer send money. For the first time in his life, Daniel was completely alone. That night, he sat outside a small shop with no money and no idea what to do. The next morning, he saw an old carpenter struggling to lift a heavy piece of wood. Daniel walked over and helped him. The carpenter looked at him and asked, "Why do you look so worried?" Daniel told him everything. After listening carefully, the old man pointed toward a young tree nearby. "Do you see that tree?" Daniel nodded. "When it was young, the wind used to shake it badly. I wanted to protect it. I wanted to build something around it so the wind could never touch it. But I didn't." Daniel asked, "Why?" The carpenter smiled. "Because the wind that shook its branches also strengthened its roots. If I had protected it from every storm, it would have grown weak." Then he looked at Daniel. "Your father loved you so much that he tried to protect you from every difficulty. But sometimes, a shelter can become a cage." Daniel became silent. For the first time, he understood the truth. His father had never tried to make him weak. He had only loved him so much that he never allowed him to struggle. From that day on, Daniel decided to change. He found another job. The work was hard. The salary was small. He made mistakes. He failed. Sometimes he wanted to give up. But this time, he did not call his father to solve every problem. He learned to solve them himself. Slowly, Daniel became stronger. He learned how to manage money. He learned how to cook. He learned how to face failure. And most importantly, he learned how to stand alone. 1 year later, Daniel returned to his village. When Samuel saw his son, he hugged him with tears in his eyes. Daniel smiled and said, "Father, I used to think you were protecting me from life. But now I understand. You were protecting me so much that I never learned how to face it." Samuel lowered his head. "I only wanted to make your life easier." Daniel held his hand. "And I will always be grateful for that. But sometimes, the greatest way to love someone is to let them learn how to stand on their own. Remember this. If you solve every problem for someone, they may never learn to solve problems. If you protect someone from every failure, they may never learn how to rise. And if you carry someone forever, they may never learn how to walk." Real love is not always about removing someone's struggles. Sometimes, real love means giving them the courage to face those struggles. Because the wind that bends the tree is often the same wind that makes its roots stronger. So don't prepare the path for the people you love. Prepare them for the path. Because one day, everyone must stand alone. And when that day comes, the question is not, "Who will save me?" The question is, "Did I ever learn how to save myself?" Sometimes, the person who loves you the most is not the one who carries you forever. It is the one who believes you are strong enough to walk on your own.